What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode on Keep It Real with Credit Live. Every Wednesday, guys, we go live to answer your credit questions live and direct here. Any questions that you may have. And if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing because on this channel, we talk anything and everything regarding credit, personal finance, tips and tricks on real estate, you name it, you're going to find it right here. Now I'm your host, Ray, from Keeping It Real. And what we do here, again, is give a lot of information regarding credit and certain things that you can do to go ahead and leverage your credit. Also, we do credit restoration. We're a full service credit restoration company that specializes in just that, credit restoration, right? And so here we're going to be talking about a lot of information, not only about current clients that we have here, a little bit of before and afters, but feel free to leave your questions on here when it comes to that. Now, it brings me up to my very first topic. And a lot of people, especially during these few days, we've been talking about credit scores, right? And what they actually mean. Yesterday I had a question from a client telling me, well, which credit bureau is more important? Is there one better than the other? And the reality of it, they're all, I guess you can say, pretty much the same. And so when it comes to thinking about a credit score, just keep in mind that there's different FICO scoring models. And the FICO scoring system has been the one to be, I guess you can say, dominant within the industry. And it's what banks usually use. Now, to be honest with you, every bank uses a different credit scoring model or version or whatnot. And all that means is based on the information that currently is reporting on your credit report, it takes that in consideration, and the algorithms change from one version to another. So they all calculate what's on your credit score just a little bit differently. The trick is that nobody really knows. And I'm pretty sure not even the people working at these banks really know what FICO scoring version is it that they're using. But one thing remains, right? Depending on what reports on your credit report, what the physical contents that are on there is what really matters. So don't be so much, I guess you can say, score driven or focus too much on your scores. Because at the end of the day, if we know that we only have positive accounts, no late payments, no collections and things like that, it shouldn't matter what FICO scoring version that they're running. You should get approved. And obviously other factors, dictate what's going on there. And so as we're on here, we'll go ahead and wait till a few of you guys come on here before we continue. Waleska Billups, what's up? How you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, also, we do what's called a free credit evaluation, which is what I'm going to go ahead and introduce here right now. So in the link in the description below, the very first link, you get the opportunity to go ahead and schedule a call over here with us. Okay, in the link in the description below, you get to schedule your free credit evaluation either with me or one of my team members right there sitting outside. So go ahead and run a complete, I guess you can say, audit on what's on your credit report and let you know truly what is truly affecting your score, what is truly holding you back, and give you an idea of how we're able to remove those accounts there with you. And obviously we know what happens, right? You remove these accounts from your credit report, then the score actually jumps up here. All right. So 1 second here. Let me go ahead and set this up accordingly. Let me put that on there. Perfect. All right. All right, guys. So Frito knows best. What's up, Frito? How you doing? And thank you very much for your question. Is there a credit repair school where I can create an at-home business? There's many of them out there. Just keep in mind that the credit restoration industry per se isn't regulated. And what I mean by that is that you don't need a license or whatnot, like you do a real estate agent or whatnot, to go ahead and conduct business as a credit repair company. So there's a bunch of schools, there's a bunch of information on there. But you don't need to go to I guess you could say a school per se to do this on your own. Just a lot of research, a lot of studying, and making sure you're up to date with all the rules, laws, and regulations that's pretty much out there. So now, going back to this evaluation is geared towards identifying those items that are affecting your score. We listen to what it is that you want to do, whether you want to buy a car, a home, where you want to just improve your credit just to have it in case you need it. Very important to have that, right? Because you can do a lot of great things with your credit if you stand and use it responsibly. With that being said, let me go ahead and segue to some of these before and afters, and it gives you an idea as to what you can expect. So client number one, I do remember this individual because I spoke to him directly, and his start date was of September 18th of 2019. So he came to us relatively with some pretty good scores. And by the way, this is a copy of what you get right after you do an evaluation. This evaluation is what you get to take home. Our processing team and sales team will email this here to you because it kind of draws the information from the credit monitoring system that we're going to require you to sign up to give us a better picture, right, or idea of what's really going on with your credit. And this individual started off with 9 items, right? Let me put it on here in case you see it. This individual started off with 9 items in their credit. And in reality, he had a BMW finance, 2 BMW finances, and they have them here for 2 30 days late, one for 7 times and one for 1 time. So he had 8 late payments overall in general. And as we know, late payments are pretty detrimental to your score. And to be honest with you, from a credit restoration perspective, is one of the hardest things to go ahead and remove, right? And so you get an idea. Payment history is 35% of your credit score. It's the #1 biggest factor that impacts your score. And so just so you have an idea, he came to us with some late payments from BMW Financial. And after 2 rounds, which is equivalent, and this is based on the previous round, which is equivalent to around 2 months, his scores, we was able to delete 7 items and update his late payments as of positive. Like if he never really missed a payment, right? After a few rounds. And his scores went from a 729 to a 754. So it jumped up 25 points across the board on there. And as you can see here, all the let me see here. All the BMW financials, all the details. And guys, keep in mind what I'm actually showing you on here are not only things that you get as a customer, right? When you join the program with us, so that you're up to date. And I really made it a point to really give you guys the information in the simplest way possible, so that you guys can track and see change over time, right? So this is something that you get with the program. And not only when things actually happen and it auto-populates from your credit monitoring system, all the work that we've done over here, which is in-house, where we go ahead and analyze and I first identify all the negative items you have, then go into detail as to the specifics regarding those accounts, and then formulating one of our dispute letters based on what we see on there. We send everything by certified mail. And when things happen, obviously keeping your identity IQ open, or the credit monitoring system that you're going to be using, it'll auto-populate into your system. And then this is what we give to you. Once that auto-populates, we give this to you so that you're able to see exactly what happened to the account, what got deleted, what got converted into positive, and so on and so forth. So guys, again, as I'm doing this video, in the link in the description below, the very first link, click on that to schedule your free credit evaluation over here with us. It's absolutely free. There's no pressure on joining the program at all whatsoever, but you still take away this analysis that really goes into a lot of detail as to what's going on with your credit and what your options are, right? So a pretty good deal when it comes to that. Juan Alvarez, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in as usual, and thanks a lot. Alex Stevenson, does zip codes affect your credit score? Great question. Not specifically zip codes, but addresses do. And the reason I say that is because here in the program, one of the first things that we do is actually look at the way that your personal information is actually being reported. That's very important, right? Because the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or the FCRA, states that if something's unverifiable, inaccurate, or incomplete, it must be corrected or removed. Keep in mind that in the personal section of the credit report, for the personal information section, you have your name, your address, your social, previous AKAs, or whatever the case may be. That's the same information that the accounts reporting below throughout your credit report actually have on you. And if you have a wrong zip code, or you have a completely wrong address reporting on there, then once we go ahead and send out the dispute and validate the information on your personal information, then any account that's associated with that wrong address has to either correct it or remove it. When we dispute a negative item that has a wrong address, it's going to be pretty much near impossible for them to validate it, because they have the wrong address and doesn't match with your personal identification documents. In that regard, it increases the probability of us removing a negative item when it comes to that. There's a lot of other factors, but yes, and a wrong address can affect your credit score in the sense of that the information that possibly a negative account that's using can be detrimental to your score over time, right? So this is one result as I'll go ahead and shoot over. Jigo 1017, Ray, I have a 550 TransUnion and a 630 Equifax with 11 medical collections totaling over 7K. From when I had a stroke in 2015, I don't remember signing anything HIPAA related. What are my options? So Jigo, you don't have to sign anything HIPAA related. I guess once you're in the medical system per se, or you're a patient or whatnot, it kind of, protects everybody that goes in there. Now, with that being said, Jiga, there's a lot of options you can do. You would obviously have to send out a dispute if these accounts are actually reporting on your credit report. This is something that we do all day. We love medical collections. And we keep learning new things every day about medical collections because it's just having such a gray area. When you dispute something, by the way, you're pretty much asking for validation or proof, right? That you have the proper documents, that you owe the debt, and all these other factors, right? And it's going to be difficult for them to even provide I guess you can say a detailed, what's the word that I'm looking for? An itemized bill. There you go. An itemized bill for the services that you rendered at the hospital. And that might be in itself a HIPAA violation if they do provide that. So they're going to be limited to the amount of information. And in general, hospital collections are one of the most highest probable, right, to get removed and that we can work with. So we've had a lot of success, at least till now, right? Knock on wood. But other than that, Jig, I would suggest to go ahead and schedule the evaluation in the link with the description so we can go ahead and take a look at it a little bit more closely. But if you're telling me they're that old, totaling that amount, there's definitely something that we can possibly do, but it all depends within, right, the details within how they're reporting and what's reporting, what information they have on the back end. And that's why I would suggest taking advantage of the free credit evaluation. So in the link in the description, go ahead and take advantage of that, right? So thanks for your question. Great question, by the way. Malibu, how can I get in touch with you? Need your help. Once again, Malibu, go ahead and call. Actually, look what I found here. This is from the last video. If you want to call us right now, in the link, I suggest going through the link because with the link, I text you from my number. So not only do you have my number, but you have the opportunity to go. I'll text you a link to Calendly, and that allows us to go ahead and lock your time in for that free evaluation. It's about 20-25 minutes of your time. I'll go ahead and send you an email and everything that we need from you to go ahead and prepare. So by the time we call you or you call in, you have everything that you need so we can go ahead and run this thoroughly. So again, our number is 1-888-424-0058. Once again, option number 1-888-424-0058. But then again, make sure to check the link in the description below to go ahead and schedule your evaluation. All right. And obviously, as you see here, the link is actually being posted in the live chat. So by my team right now. So go ahead and please go ahead and schedule with that link in the description. Let me see. Frank Campend, my Perkins loan has been sent to a debt collection. What do I do so I can be able to register back to school? Is it on your credit report? And if it is so, take advantage of the free evaluation. When it comes to specific questions like that, guys, I like to take a look at the full picture because, I don't like guessing or estimating with people's credit, right? Because it can go a variety of ways. And credit is definitely very important. And I actually respect that. And with that being said, I respect the abilities of my team over here. So if we're able to catch something that maybe you didn't, I'd love to bring that to your attention. And even if you don't do business with us, at least you take away not only the analysis, but a better idea as to what your options really are. So again, guys, click on the link in the description to go ahead on with that. And Caps MC, man, I had someone tell me they can get me a 750 credit score for $1,500 and he'll clear everything, bro. These things are official or not. So guys, when it comes to that, I've heard a lot of people do that. First off, you can't guarantee in this business. Just to be upfront with you, there's something called the Credit Repair Organizations Act. And that's you'll find that on the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. They're in the Credit Repair Organizations Act is a set of rules or laws that credit restoration organizations or companies need to follow along with. And it's pretty much designed to go ahead and protect from people that are doing shady business out there. So if he's saying that he can get you a 750 for $1,500, there's a few things wrong with that. So first things first, if it sounds, first of all, you can't guarantee that, right? Because it really depends. When you go ahead and trigger investigations, you trigger them over with the credit bureaus, with the banks, the collection agencies, and so on and so forth, right? And so we really don't know what they have on their end just yet, unless they respond back. If they don't respond back, then it gets removed. Two, the Credit Repair Organizations Act states that you cannot charge until work has already been done. So in this case, a lot of companies out there, or people in general, are charging these one-time fees, which is illegal, and it goes against the Credit Repair Organizations Act, because you're taking money up front one time and they haven't even done the work yet, right? If the FTC does an audit or somebody reports them, that's actually, not to say that they probably can't do it, but then you have to question how it is that they're doing it. Are they doing fake police reports? Because that's an illegal in itself, unless you've been a victim of identity theft. Do they have a bond? Do they have all the operational agreements? Are they registered in their state? These are things that you have to do your homework and your due diligence, especially when you're dealing with a company that's actually dealing with your personal information, right? And these are things that you have to look for. So don't take shortcuts with your credit, right? Don't take shortcuts with your credit. Regardless of how you look at it, you're going to have to pay one way or another. But if it does help, our service here doesn't even come, not even close, nowhere close to $1,500. So with that being said, we'll be more than happy to go ahead and take care and a look at your evaluation. Israel Tinda, hope you're praying for good results. We are over here, always. Vivo Max, what about the trade lines? Are they worth buying? The package? Trade lines could definitely help your credit over time, depending on the age or the amount. But at the end of the day, it's something that you guys have to do your research. But yes, they do help. Let me see here. How much do we charge for our service? So that's obviously a popular question we get here. So guys, pricing is based on the amount of negative items one has, right? And so that can be uncovered with the evaluation. The evaluation is free, but at least it gives us an idea as to how much work we need to do and what we can charge for it, right? We're not going to charge you the same as somebody that has one negative item to somebody that has 25 negative items. The amount of workload is different, right? And so I have a whole team in-house that pretty much tackles this all day. So if you want to know what the pricing is, call us, or there you go, 1-888-424-0058, or schedule your evaluation in the link in the description below. So go ahead and schedule your evaluation. So let's move on to the other client that we have on here. We had a client start with us on August 20th of 2019. And this is after 2 rounds, so 2 months. This individual started off with scores in the mid to lower 500s on here, right? And they started off with actually 14 negative items on here, right? 14 negative items. And the cool thing is that your analysis kind of highlights and lists all the items that are affecting your score. And it's 14 items across 3 credit bureaus, not 14 items listed there below, if that makes sense, right? So this individual had things like Capital One, Credit One Bank, Westlake Financial, which is automotive, BGE, and Sprint, right? So this individual had all those marked as derogatory. And after 2 months within the program, we got 3 deleted. Still working. He is still a client with us, right? So we're going to show results across the board. So we got 3 deleted. Equifax went up 37 points. TransUnion went up 43 points. So he's in the high to low 600s. And obviously, as you see here, place for collections, 3 collections got removed on here, as you see here, stated as deleted. And these are things that at that point we continue to push forward or go ahead and recommend products like credit cards or whatnot. And credit cards, when they get added to your credit report, can increase your score, right? Because now you're starting off with a surplus of credit as opposed to like a loan where you're starting off owing money. So these are things to go ahead and look at when it comes to that. Let's go ahead and take care of some more questions in here. I heard new rules don't take. I'm sorry, Laker 17. How you doing? I heard new rules don't take account the credit lines anymore. And what rules, what credit lines are you referring to when it comes to that? All right, guys. So client number 3 that we're going to showcase here, we had somebody start off with us in the 650s, right? Mid 600s on here. They started off in October 17th. And this is the results after 1 month, after 1 round in here. This individual started off with, let me see here, 30 negative items, right? Yep, 30 negative items that he has on here, right? 30 negative items. And after 1 round, remember, guys, mid 6s, after 1 round, 701, 640, and 714, up 50 points, 10 deleted, right? 10 accounts deleted. So we have here like, let me see here. Push forward on here. So credit cards, right? Owing credit cards or whatnot. Capital One, First Premier Bank. Another credit card on here deleted from your credit report. And obviously that's the results on here. Let me see. Caps MC, definitely going to call you guys. Been looking for help like this. Guys, if you guys want to call us, again, the number is 1-888-424-0058. Again, that's 888-424-0058. So, guys, as we have some more questions come in here too, as you guys, as I stated before, I'm here with a pretty big team. And I kind of want to go ahead and quickly introduce you guys to the partners that I'm affiliated with here. And we're moving on to a podcast coming in soon. So stay tuned shortly for that. But I kind of wanted to give you an idea and introduce you guys personally to who I'm working with and who's pretty much, putting their part right when it comes to all this and helping you guys out. And I think you guys will be very happy to who's involved, how they're involved or whatnot. But other than that, I know last time we briefly introduced Elton. So let me introduce you guys to Elton, one of the partners here at Score Shield. So what are you known for?
Hey guys, good afternoon. How you guys doing today? So just a little bit about me. Elton, as Ray said, and my specialty, my forte, I'm on the real estate investment side. So any questions you guys want to know in terms of real estate investment opportunities, fix and flips, buy and holds, commercial real estate, anything along those lines, I would be the guy that would be more or less speaking with you from time to time.
Cool. That's it. So any questions you guys have when it comes to that, obviously he's part of the team or whatnot. He'll be more than happy to go ahead and give you guys some more information when it comes to that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks.
All right, man. Thank you.
Now, the other partner I want to introduce you to is Pedro, as you guys already know. So, Pedro, for those guys who don't know,
yes, sir. How you doing,
let
guys?
them know.
My name is Pedro Sabasco, and I am the automotive expert of the group. So what I do is I have contracts with pretty much every brand, but I offer the cars at to my customers at flea pricing, meaning volume. So instead of you guys paying what the public normally pays for cars, you guys will be getting a discount. And I deliver the car to your home, so you guys don't even have to spend 5-6 hours at a dealership negotiating and going through the headache. So yes,
there you go. All right, cool. And then last but not least, Ignacio. What's up, man?
Hey, man. How are you doing?
Good.
Hey, guys. How are you doing? I'm Ignacio. My friends call me Iggy. I'm an ex-pro rugby player, and I'm here in charge of the business management part, finances. I started investing really relatively young, and I have my experience on business management through a family-owned business. So I'm here adding my 2 cents, and any questions that you may have on what to do with your money. There's never little money to invest. You can always start with a couple $100 and grow your portfolio from there. So any questions, you can let us know, guys.
Cool. All right, man. Thanks, bro.
No, thank you, bro.
All right, guys. So pretty much that's the 4 of us. And together we make Score Shield Financial. And I think we all complement each other perfectly. And me, as you guys know, with no introduction, right? I'm Ray with credit when it comes to but we're gonna have a podcast where we're gonna go ahead and talk about all areas that we specialize in, and on new topics that are out, give our opinions and have some very special guests on there. So I'm definitely looking forward to introducing you guys to that. And again, guys, any questions that you guys may have, feel free to let us know, because this is exactly what we're here for. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Make sure to go ahead and take advantage of your free credit evaluation. The link is in the description below. My team is standing by to go ahead and help you guys and answer any or all your questions when it comes to your credit. No obligation at all. But nonetheless, we'll be one of the few companies, by the way, that goes ahead and disputes all items all at once on a month-to-month basis. We want to get you in and out of our program as fast as possible. And unlike other companies, we don't want you back, right? We don't want your business back, right? Because if we do, then we did something wrong. So we're here not only to fix your credit, to get you towards your goals, but at the same time, educate you so that way you guys can think on your own 2 feet when it comes to that, on how to, fix it. I mean, but at the end of the day, if you guys mess it up, you're more than welcome to come back. But that's not what we're here for, right? We want to educate you guys and fix it over. So guys, with that being said, thank you guys so much for the love and support. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with family and friends. And until the next episode on Keeping It Real with Credit, peace.